Okay, so here we are, picking up where we left off. I did do some minor changes of the notes that I took last time where we were playing. I already corrected those, but nothing that will affect us going forwards, probably. Really the only thing that could affect us is I did go through all the data for enemy encounters, for like enemy trainers, and I made sure that I had changed every single instance of a starter showing up so that you won't encounter starters from just random trainers. Really the only ones in the game right now are the one you start with and the one your rival has. I am considering making the starters catchable in game, but even then I wouldn't want the random trainers to have them, because usually the trainers have a theme, right? Like a fire trainer, so it would have a Charmander, but now it has a Ridley, which isn't a fire type anymore. So either way, I would just want to substitute them all for the Gen 2 starters. But yeah, I might, not for this version because I want to get it out as soon as I'm done with this, but maybe for like version 3, which would be the final one, I'll make starters available in the game world. One thing about that is, like, balancing wise, if I make the starters catchable, it kinda doesn't make sense for you to start with whichever one you can catch earliest, right? You want the one that's available in late game. So I was wondering how I could manage that. Maybe I can make them all catchable really early, so your starter almost doesn't matter. But that feels a bit weird, like it makes the choice of starters kind of pointless, because in every Pokemon game you can't catch the other starters, so they're a little bit more special. But I do get that some people want to just do one playthrough and get to see all of the Metroid enemies. So, I don't know, I'll think about it. I just played this and I already don't remember where I'm supposed to go here. I'm pretty sure that's just for later, and I actually need to go down. Is this puzzle the one you're supposed to do first? Rare candy, good. Good. Okay, that's up. Oh, it was optional. Oh well. Might as well get some XPs. As long as I don't spend so much PP that I can't just fight Giovanni straight up, I'm kinda fine. Though I am kind of over leveled for this. It's kinda not worth just the time. Oops. 38. Alright. Oh, black glasses, that's good. Hi, what's up, Oleg? This will make all my dark type moves stronger. Max Eater, also good for the Elite Four. Snatch. Marioshi64, what's up? And hi, Asshat Cat. So yeah, we're part 2 of testing the Ridley starter in version 2 of PokéMetroid. I'm kinda hoping to get this done just in 2 parts. Mind if I join later? Go ahead. Sounds good. Makes the stream more fun generally, talking. Kind of raises the energy as well. Sometimes I feel like I get a bit quiet and it's just me. Alright, lift key, there you go. Now we get to go up here. I wonder what that item is. Kinda don't wanna bother. Here we go. What's this? Did I go here? No. I'll just get the item. Did you decide on X-Parasite final form? I suggested Nightmare. Yeah, I just kept it as... They're all X-Parasites. It's X, then Core X, then Barrier X, which is the boss for the Varia suit. Nightmare is cool, but it's kind of its own thing. Because it's like a machine, like it's a specific gravity generating machine on the space station, so it didn't feel quite right as a final X. I already tested the X just by myself because it's a lot more difficult, more gimmicky kind of Pokemon, so I just played it with fast forward the whole way through to make sure it worked. But we will see it as the rivals starter in this. The fight against the rival on the SSN was actually really difficult because the way I built the axe, it can be really annoying. It stalls you a lot, so it's actually a pretty difficult enemy. Boop. I feel like I'm over leveled enough that even Giovanni should just be a sweep. Let's see. How are we with Bite, by the way? We both intimidated each other. Guess I'll save some bites. Might as well. Boop. Yeah, it's mildly annoying. Yeah, I think it's the next attack that it learns. I think it's Flamethrower. Should be level 40, I think. I made Wing Attack be the one that you learn right when you level up, just to kinda... because you just got your wings, and just became a flying type. But yeah, next is Flamethrower. Also Fire Blast later. Oh, I think I still don't have any more Paralyzed heals, I forgot to buy those. But I should be able to beat Giovanni Paralyzed. I do miss Shed Skin though. That was really good. Alright, that's the paralysis. Let's see. I don't think I have any more paralyzed heals. Maybe I have full heals? Nope. So we'll save, but I think it's still fine. No, I will heal though, just so. Not a lot of damage, but considering I'm paralyzed, might as well. What's up, Giovanni? Can I sit next to him? I can. Yeah, we're friends. So if I do this low, yeah, maybe. Let's hope we get good paralysis luck. We're gonna bite all the rock Pokemon. Because bite special in this gen. And also I have the black glasses now. So Ridley is canonically wearing sunglasses right now. Doesn't show in the sprites, but it's part of the lore. There you go, Flamethrower. Yeah, what should we learn Flamethrower over? Spite. Yeah, I'm not using Spite enough. Glare is pretty good. The Flamethrower also pretty good, but we don't have Stab or the bonus, so... Oh no. Oh, now it'll be extra slow. I hate multi-move attacks. So annoying. Takes forever. Oof. My speed harshly fell on Paralyzed, who cares? Why do you bother lowering my speed? Bye. Yep. Kangaskhan. Yep. Basically I'd have to get paralyzed every turn. Otherwise, it's pretty much a gimme. Oh no, I was actually going to take 3 bites. Oh, but I'll keep on with bites. When we learn Crunch, it's just gonna one-hit KO everything. I really need to buy some paralysis heals. I flinched. Okay. That's the thing I say about like Gen 3 AI. They don't know when they have to like start attacking. They'll just set up forever. They'll keep lowering your stats even when they're almost dead. Oh, the door is open now? How does this work? Are there any items that I can now get? If I go here... Is there something up there? No? Oh. Was it the first floor? I remember seeing an item. Oh, this guy. My health wise, pretty good. Right. What's up? I'm a fast forward this guy. I'm too over leveled, it's boring. It's just Flamethrower. Yep. Bye. And again. Yep. Alright. I thought I saw an item. Oh well. Whatever. I could have not fought anyone by going back through the maze, but I wanted to see if there was something here. And then... and... oh, that's not very effective. Oh, still does it. Okay, all done. Intimidate is so good in this game. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it felt appropriate for Ridley. Looking through the abilities, I found them really uneven when it comes to difficulty, or like rather how good they are just in general. Some are really, really good, some are very specific. Like there's one ability where like if someone uses a health draining attack, it hurts them instead of healing them. It's already only like 50% of the damage. So specific. I don't know why I'm getting Eevee. I think I thought it was the other, a different building. I'm not even gonna name Eevee, whatever. Wound up never using it last time. So, do I even need... oh, I think I need cuts now to get fly. Because then I can just deposit my other Pokemon, so I'm really only holding one of them. Hey, give me fly. I'm also gonna catch something else to fly. I don't want to teach it to Ridley because then you can't override it. Then I'm gonna learn Aerial Ace, I think pretty soon, which I would want over Fly. Aerial Ace is really good. Like accuracy lowering is one of the most annoying things enemies can do to you, so having something that always hits is very good. So let's get the T. Good. And go over to Saffron. This time I'm not disoriented like last run. Now it's been pretty recently since I played, so I know where stuff is and where to go next. Actually I just said that and now I'm thinking wait. Is it Pokemon Tower? Like I'm thinking it is. Here's the store. I need to buy.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I think you're as loud as you can get, right?
No, I can't put more gain.
I think that would be good. I'm just
Okay.
spending all my money on full heals. What's up?
How about now?
Yeah, I think that's
Is it
better. I think that's good. You guys in chat can tell us how how it sounds. Remember to turn off the stream. That's better. Yeah, so I guess it's good now. Remember to turn off the stream, otherwise it's going to be chaos. So yeah, I think we're all stocked up.
Excuse me, I couldn't hear you. Now I can.
Okay, good. Yeah, you sound good, and chat says the balance is good now.
Awesome.
So yeah, what's up? Oop.
Nothing really. I'm still working on this Persona 4 diorama thingy.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I saw a very basic version of it, so I don't know how elaborate it's gonna be.
Yeah. It's like a battle scene with the 4 characters and enemy in the middle.
Yeah.
Maybe some UI elements.
Yeah, I think UI elements could be cool. Just kind of also having like a physical space in the composition.
Yeah. The thing is, now to you, the character you, I gave him like a card floating in front of him.
Yeah.
So making Izanagi back to him.
Yeah, like behind him.
Yeah, behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Would it then like be larger because like a chibi?
Yes.
I don't know if a chibi might be weird. Maybe it's a little bit taller.
Yeah. So the characters I'm working on 16 by 16 pixels.
Yeah.
So I think enemies and Izanagi could be 64 by 64.
Oh, that's a lot bigger. I thought you were going to say 32 by 32.
Yeah, that could be as well.
64 by 64 would basically be this Pidgeotto here. So yeah, that's a lot more elaborate. Like I'm working on the sprites for this, and those are 64 by 64. They have a bunch more colors, but still, that's a really detailed sprite.
Yeah. I'm still thinking what could be better.
Yeah.
So the thing is, for example, the card is also 16 by 16, and that's the size of the little characters. But I noticed that I can't make that work because since it's like Game Boy resolution logic,
Yeah.
that wouldn't be so weird.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, here's the X. But I'm so over leveled. This battle is going to be boring. Like the last one was really draggy and difficult. This one, I might just one-shot it. Let's see. Oh no, it has a bunch of HP. Oh, but it flinched. It's dark now though, so I'll use 11% for gold and put like 130 hours on it. Yeah, it's very good. Actually, I only played the original, but it's already
The PS2?
yeah. Oh, so close. But it's really good. It might be my favorite RPG. It's very good.
Really? Wow. played this game like well, it's now like 8 months ago, and I can't stop thinking about this game, and I don't know why. Like on a daily basis, I can't stop thinking about.
It's really good, it's really well written, it's really well balanced. I love how not draggy it is. Like, JRPGs always have such a bad flow, and Persona is great. Like, you always want to go back to play it because it has this rhythm of like this alternating between the social sim thing and the dungeon crawling and I usually like dungeon crawlers as well because it kind of focuses more on the gameplay part and building a set theme. And the word's not coming to me. But it's a build actually, yeah, just managing your builds. I enjoyed fusing personas, making, pulling abilities from one to the other because, you make one that has an ability that's good so you can carry that ability like 2 personas up
Oh yeah,
to one where it will be really useful.
honestly, I beat the game without making any fusion.
Really?
Yeah,
But that's the way you keep like higher level basically because like personas level up ridiculously slowly.
mm-hmm.
So basically the level of your persona is like your current level, which is the highest persona you can fuse, plus your social link level, right?
Yes.
So
And not only that, I almost just used Izanagi.
yeah, but that makes you so much weaker than you have to be. Like, it's not a difficult game. It really gives you way more time than you need to do stuff. But that's kind of an unnecessary handicap. To
Yeah,
use
I
up.
mean, I grind a lot, so
Yeah, I basically didn't grind at all in the game. Like, I would go through most of the dungeons. I just beat in either the first or the second time they were available, and then I would just focus on leveling up the social links.
yeah.
So Nagi needs a ton of startups if you even make it mid-game, it says Asetka. Yeah, I didn't even try to use, like, I switched from Izanagi the moment I could fuse stronger personas and I just never touched it again.
Yeah, I mean, that game I didn't have any trouble, like difficult-wise, because they made it so easy to level up with these like golden hands that give a ton of experience.
I guess, yeah, but they're kinda rare.
Oh, but you can break the game, like switching some floor by floor and spawning them.
Oh, okay, I didn't like. There are exploits to make sure more like golden shadows appear, the shiny ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, that was a thing. But yeah, I just basically made it through like the dungeons once.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I didn't. What's the word? Mind. Like grinding because before this game, I played Shin Megami Tensei 4, and that game is very hard.
I haven't played
So
for.
much easier.
Yeah. I was playing Strange Journey earlier, but I didn't finish it. Strange Journey Redux, which is for the 3DS too.
Oh, I didn't play that.
That's
I
more
just
of a dungeon crawler,
Oh,
but it has the Shin Megami Tensei, like the normal negotiation style of like recruiting monsters, demons rather. But also in that, it's usually, and I actually like that over Pokemon a lot. Because Shin Megami Tensei was kind of like Pokemon was kind of inspired by Shin Megami Tensei, but in Pokemon, they kind of made it so you can get attached to your Pokemon, so they level up very fast. You can just kind of use one, and most of them will stay relevant throughout the game, especially in newer generations. Gen 1, some of them got pretty bad, especially the bugs. But in Shin Megami Tensei, you're basically always recruiting new demons or fusing your old demons into newer ones. Like, they just don't level up. Like, they just don't keep up with your progression. Like, you will get stronger demons much faster by recruiting new ones and fusing new ones than you will by leveling up your old ones. Which I think is good because it changes things up all the time.
Yes. I'm not sure if you are aware of the best ending of Persona 4 Golden.
There's a new best ending?
Yeah, I mean, I won't spoil anything.
Yeah, don't. I'll probably eventually play it. You know, when I play Persona 4 again, I'll just get Golden for the PC or something.
Yeah, and also people in chat might be interested as well. So
Oh, right. I kind of forgot that we were streaming.
But yeah, I just want that ending, the true ending, like the best. It made me so happy. I've never been so satisfied with an ending before.
That's good. Still stuck on 4th Cowpunch Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei 3. I haven't played, and people say it's a bit difficult.
I was going to buy it, but I couldn't. I wasn't. Wow, I can't come up with the word. It's so easy. I wasn't fast enough.
All right. Okay.
To get a physical copy.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find like the Persona games are a lot more. They flow a lot better. They don't have the kind of hardcore JRPG thing where you kind of have to grind a little bit, where it kind of gets draggy at points, and you hit some bosses that are super hard.
Yeah.
Because they're fairly hardcore games. Like Persona really isn't. So I do find it kind of more fun. They flow really well, and the writing is just so good.
Yeah, especially the writing is. It's very good. It's very enjoyable.
What Pokemon evolves into Magcargo? I actually forget the name of the Slugma. There's going to be a Slugma something like joke.
Oh.
Like Slugma Dick or something like that.
Oh, I was thinking on more like Slugma Nut.
Oh, maybe one of those. You can still make the joke, even if you predicted it. Slugma Nut, yeah, there you go. There's a little bit of chat delay, so we have plenty of time.
Yeah, there's also this character from Majora's Mask that is called Sakon.
That's good. What does Dragonair evolve into? Okay. Dragonite I don't really get.
Me neither. I can't.
Dragonite that doesn't really work. But okay. I never got Marowak. Like they even talk about like this is Cubone's mother, like it's a ghost of Cubone's mother because Cubone wears its mother's skull as a helmet. But Marowak also wears the skull as a helmet, but it's a different skull, like it changes. So it doesn't even make sense that that's the same skull that Cubone's wearing.
I can't recall that eventually, like, the skull from inside of the skin comes outside, something like that.
Okay, and he like breaks the other skull or it takes it off, and now there's a new skull thing. That's weird, because you
Yes,
see
so-
you see Cubone and it's like, okay, it's wearing his mother's skull, he's also holding a bone, so you're thinking, okay, it's the skull because, you know, it's decomposed. But then, when it's not wearing a skull in its head, it also has the skull outside. That's kind of redundant and weird.
Yeah. And also, it's supposed that the marks of the Cuban skull under the eyes are made because of the tears of
Oh, really? That's
Cuban.
that's like on the Pokédex?
I yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh, that's good. That's like extra detail of said. The skull
Yeah.
is superior, Skull Team Pokemon, yeah, I really like the skull. I don't like the evolution as much. I wish the evolution was as cool as the Revolve.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's pronounced like Dusk Noir or
I think it's
Noir.
just, yeah, I think, yeah, because I think it's like French, so yeah, just noir. Something like that. Boop.
Oh, I don't know anything about French. I maybe just say hello. My name is like Je m'appelle.
Yeah, yeah. This club's also a downgrade, yeah. It happens sometimes. The early version is cool, but then it just. I also really don't like Wigglytuff.
It's so weird. It's I don't know because Jigglypuff is supposed to be a balloon, right?
Yeah.
Well, even that I can't get it because it doesn't look like a balloon.
Yeah, but you can imagine it being. I mean, I think it's supposed to be kind of a Kirby homage because it looks so much like Kirby, and Kirby also inflates and kind of floats, so it's like a
Yeah, I
balloon.
guess so.
But yeah, then it just, I don't know, not very creative.
I mean, even that, even if you show me that it can get flat because there's an smash taunt
Yeah, yeah.
that gets flat, I'm still not convinced that it's like a balloon because it's just like a mass of meat.
Yeah. I mean, it does open its mouth, and now the air doesn't come out, but it must have like an inner valve.
Uh huh.
So,
And also, it's a singer.
sorry, what?
And also, it's a singer.
I mean, yeah, but it's kind of the anime that kind of focused on that, right? Because like
Yeah.
a ton of things learn sing, but it just made it like the signature thing of Jigglypuff, the anime.
No.
I think there are flying types here. I just want something to fly. Meowth. Nah. Not interested. Get out of here. Nope. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'll hunt somewhere else later.
I think here you can find Rowlight.
Yeah, I remember Growlithe here, and I'm seeing there's a lot of Meowths, so it doesn't seem like a place with great odds for flying types. I'm just going to go to Silph Company. I remembered save. So this guy's just letting me in now? What's up? Okay, I guess he's sleeping. As you can tell by his open eyes.
Message here there. it seems like the trainer talks.
Trainer talks what?
That message over there when you talk to the rocket grunt.
Oh, it's like if I was talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the narrator, or maybe it's Professor Oak speaking to you telepathically, as he does.
Yeah, why not?
He does do that. He keeps telling you, alright, it's not time to use that. But it does say Oak there, so.
It's like Adam in Other M.
Yeah, he's just saying you can't use your equipment. Ah, that's so dumb.
Well, I guess it was him because I didn't play Other M.
Yeah, basically, there's this thing in the start of the game where it's like, hey, you can be shooting missiles in the ship because it's going to blow up the ship. And like it's a civilian ship, and you know it's delicate. You're going to blow something up and like kill everybody. Oh, I got the key already. I was kind of distracted. So Samus just kind of deactivates all her power-ups. And okay, that kind of makes sense in a dumb video gamey way, because you later, when it becomes necessary to use these things, you get the ability to use them, and it doesn't damage the ship in any way. But okay, whatever. It's just kind of an excuse to lock your items. But also, Samus for some reason has the Varia suit and the Gravity suit from the beginning of the game, but doesn't have it active in the beginning. So you don't see her deactivate it, but she has it. And eventually you go into places that are like super hot, and you're actively dying because you don't have heat protection. And Samus doesn't activate the Varia suit until Adam specifically calls her and tells her that she can do it. Like, it's a suit.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be wearing it immediately? Why weren't you wearing it from the beginning?
It's so dumb.
So, yeah. Just a really, like, Other M in pretty much every way is like everything that Fusion did well. Like, it's like Fusion, but at every chance they had, like, they ruin it. It's like Fusion, but bad in every way. Like, Fusion has a story that makes a lot of sense for Samus not having her power-ups anymore, because the suit got removed. There's this whole story thing about, you know, wanting to catch up to Sax. That's basically you with all the power-ups. So you have this measuring stick, you know, to measure your strength up against. And they're kind of sending you and developing new power-ups throughout the story. And at some points you have to like steal power-ups that they don't want you to have yet, so it ties into like Samus disobeying authority and all that. There's like character development, and it makes sense for the flow of the game. It's really good. And then the other end is just the stupidest implementation of that possible.
Yeah. Where
Samus just has everything and like forgets to use it. And you never get any power-ups in that game. You already have everything like in context. Thanks for the follow, Fantasy Marine. Like,
oh, it's Fantasy Marine.
Oh, who's that?
It's some regular on my stream.
Oh, that's cool. What's up? Maybe you were hosting or something, and they found it there.
I guess I always have the auto host.
Yeah.
Channel.
Me too. So yeah, I must have auto hosted over there. So wait, I didn't go to the right places. What am I doing? Like, we start talking and what's up? Then I get distracted, and all of a sudden I'm like somewhere I'm not supposed to be. And hi, Arlek. I don't know if you can see chat, if you just muted it or if you closed it.
No, I'm just seeing the stream as well, but without volume.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a stupid implementation. There are no new power-ups. Basically, you have everything Samus already had, but doesn't activate until an arbitrary story point.
Yeah, it's so forced.
Yeah, it's just really dumb. And you know, it's silly. Like a ton of other Metroid games, like people meme about how Samus just loses all her power-ups between games, but like a ton of series does do that, right? Like Mega Man X, you always throw everything away, like all your armor upgrades, and like the robots power-ups, like you lose all those. Your health goes back to very little. It's like it's a convention of the medium, right? Like people are used to it. People just lose their power-ups and get them back in the next game. Ooh, we got Crunch. Yes. Like Bite's already super powerful at 60, Crunch is 80.
Oh, move Crunch, yeah. That's very good.
Yeah, like you're just gonna sweep everything with Crunch. I'll try to go minimum battles from this point because I don't wanna get super overpowered.
Yeah, also I like how on Metroid Fusion Samus seems so physical vulnerable. Makes so much damage in that game.
Yeah, and she has like she has this like bad posture where she's kind of leaning forwards, and Psyx has a really straight, imposing posture that she has in the other games. And you're a lot more like she's skinnier in general. Like, it's not bulky like the older armor. So it's really good. The game has really good storytelling.
Didn't thought about the posture thing.
And it's really cool how they also integrate like the learning curve of the game with like Samus' arc about not liking to take orders. Because in the beginning you're kind of forced to obey this robot guy, and you're kind of having to go where he goes, and then like it tells you a path, but it's obstructed, so you have to kind of find secret passages around it. But by the end of the game, you're like disobeying his orders and finding different ways around and going places you weren't supposed to go, and you know, going off the grid for a while. So it works really well as it gets more elaborate when it comes to like finding a path, and the game becomes less linear.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy that like 8 years later, the same director made such a worse version of the same thing. Like it's one thing the fact that like the script sucks for Other M, because you know previous Metroid games didn't really have dialogue, so you can understand that they would be really bad at dialogue and at character scenes. Because even Fusion's very one-sided, you're just getting orders and the storytelling is more through gameplay. But even the stuff that Fusion got right 8 years before, like Other M gets completely wrong, and you're like, did you unlearn?
Yeah.
It's weird. Let me think. Between Fire, Flying and Crunch, is any of them weak to the other? I don't think they are. Flying and Dark, sorry.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Flying or fighting?
Flying.
No.
Yeah.
They don't.
No, yeah. Because first Fighting is good, I guess Dark, right? But yeah. So just alternate.
Yeah. What's the logic behind that? Like, a good guy, a fighting guy, can beat you up or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think fighting is kind of heroic, I guess, is the idea.
Yeah, there's also this move, I think it was called Submission.
Yeah. Ooh, it started rollout. And it's super effective.
Oh, it has rollout.
Yeah, it's the only attacking move that X learns by level up. Because it starts super weak, but it gets ridiculously strong. So even though its attack stat is really low, it's more of a setup move basically. It's like Toxic. Like it's going to... Like it has Toxic and rollout, and it also has Barrier. Oh no, this one doesn't have it. This one has Hard and Minimize. And like super high HP. HP is its highest stat. So the idea is it lasting really long and then setting up both toxic and rollout, so it's over time it's just dealing ridiculous damage.
No, that sounds good.
Like I almost lost. If I didn't, I won by like one attack because the next rollout, like even if I healed, the next rollout would like destroy me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super powerful. If I remember correct, rollout will be more powerful.
If you use Harden before rollout, your audio fell a little bit. Yeah, Harden basically already multiplies rollout by 2 before it even starts. So it already starts as if it's the second hit, and the last hit's like twice as powerful. So it's like 20, 40, 80, 160, 220, I think. And if you used Harden, then the 220 will actually be like 440, which is ridiculous. It's just like the most powerful attack in the game.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, it had used Harden, so it already started in the second rollout here.
Yeah, I just checked Bulbapedia and it's right. Cloud's power is doubled in addition if the user had previously used Defense Core.
Yeah, oh yeah, Defense Curl, not Harden, right. So we won.
Oh, there's supposed to be some announcement during September from Atlas. So everyone's expecting
Oh yeah, I saw a thing a while ago. It's not even just an Atlas announcement. It's like they set up a whole Persona website with all the heroes from the previous games, and like there's going to be an announcement, and everybody's like, okay.
Yeah.
Especially because Persona already copies JoJo in a lot of ways, and JoJo just did exactly that with Part 6, with the Part 6 anime.
Oh yeah.
They said it's going to be a big announcement, set up a website with all the heroes, and said it's going to be a Sophie Career, and it was the announcement to Part 6. So.
Yeah, personally I wish Persona 5 comes to PC. I played
I also
my brother's PS4, like 8 hours. No, I don't want to rush this game. It's so good. I just wait until I can play it on PC or something.
Yep. I mean, depending on your PC, you can probably emulate it, but
I tried, but I couldn't make the Japanese voice patch or DLC to work. So.
Well, I did save, but I didn't heal, so I hope I can sweep this guy. I probably can, because I'm going to go heal on the bed. I really like the voice acting is usually really good for the dubs, so I prefer it dubbed.
Oh yeah, they are very good as well. But I just want to listen to Japanese voices like in every game. So
yeah, that's like up to preference. I don't personally really like the Japanese voice acting tradition. I don't really like how cartoony the voices are. I like more naturalistic voices, and usually English goes a little more natural.
That's interesting because I think exactly the other way, because I feel like the English voice cast always sound more like cartoony, and the Japanese voice are as well. I'm not going to say that they are serious or something, but I can't get some seriousness from the English.
I don't know about Persona specifically because I play them in English, but I mean mostly like games and anime. I usually feel the Japanese performances are more like they have a whole style. I'm gonna call it boat because I'll only use it to cross water. Yeah, in anime in general, like the women usually have like these really kind of childish kind of voices, and I don't know, a lot of the guys have the kind of theatrical Japanese super low voice, and which is
Yes.
kind of over the
exactly.
top. But that's fun for a lot of stuff, like Gurren Lagann, like the Japanese Kamen is just better because he is an
Yeah.
over the top character, and that over the top acting works. But for stuff that isn't like that stylized, I tend to prefer the English voice acting. I prefer
Uh-huh.
Japanese voice, but Persona 5 and 4 have all awesome. Yeah, I didn't play 5, but 4 is so well voiced that I really don't mind it. I get sometimes when the dub is just not very good. The Japanese is better. Like, even if the Japanese voice acting is also bad, which sometimes I can't tell, you know.
Mhm.
But even if it was also bad, sometimes it's better to just have it in a language that you don't understand.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's less
Um,
embarrassing. If you-
Even if I prefer the Japanese voice on 4, uh, I would recommend to listen the game in English because there's a specific character that has very annoying Japanese voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which one?
Rise.
Oh, Rizzy has a bad Japanese voice. Yeah.
It's very high pitch and like moe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's weird because like her character is like specifically about rejecting that kind of like put on personality.
Mm-hmm.
So it's weird for her to still sound like that.
Yeah. And also, I didn't get why, like, she's really into you.
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird. It kind of seems like artificial and weird, but I guess it isn't. Like it seems like that's the only way like she knows how to like socialize, and like she thinks she needs to do that to like to find a place within the group. Like, okay, this guy's kind of the leader of the group. I'm going to make him like me because of course I can do that, and then I'll have like a place and status or something. Like it seems like it's going the kind of way. Like that's she's been taught to be kind of fake in that way and kind of use affection as a power play, and but
Uh-huh.
then she's going to learn to not to do that. But the way they go, it seems like that she genuinely likes you right off the bat for some reason.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's really like she's good. She's well written as well, but she's not like my favorite character. But I like every character in that game. They're all really good. I like for the dating thing, I went with Chie because
me too.
I like her. She's a good friend. Also, like gameplay wise, I feel like Yukiko is probably the best choice because you basically always want to have her on your team. So maxing her out first of all
Wait. I
would
think
make
I
sense.
understand. I didn't understand good. What did you say about Chia?
She's a good friend, I think, was the last thing I said.
Oh, yeah.
And I just found her like the most likable character, so at least
Chia?
out of the girls anyway. Because I also really like Kanji. Kanji's great. Like he's a
Oh yeah,
mess,
it's awesome.
but he's very likable.
Yeah,
Like he's extremely confused, but he's a good boy.
yeah, very confused. Yeah, another thing I like they did with Chia is like she's the person that sits by your side on the classroom.
Yeah.
and the thing that she asks you for answers sometimes. Well, Yosuke as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
She's clinging with you in her social links too. Cause she's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, he can beat you up with a chair.
Yeah, she's great. I also really like Naoto.
Yeah, Naoto is super cool.
Oop. So, oh, we have the. Yeah, we can fight Sabrina now, I think. I didn't even heal, but I might not need to.
Yeah.
Let me see. Because I did heal with, like, HP. Let me see if I have enough PP. I'm kind of out of crunches.
Wait, what item you... Oh yeah, the sunglasses.
Yeah. So yeah, one thing I think Persona 4 has over 3 is the cast is better. Like the cast of 3 was already pretty good, but the cast of 4 is like all top tier.
Yeah.
Or I said the other day that Naoto is super hot in Dancing All Night.
Did I? Well,
Okay. I never even like saw gameplay of like Dancing All Night. I've actually seen her like a render of a bunch of them, including hers in Dancing All Night.
yeah. Well, yeah, she's super hot. But yeah. I guess I said that the other day. But yeah, that's a rhythm game. I haven't played that, but I don't know.
It's so weird. There's the one scene. I don't know. I find that whole kind of part really obnoxious. There's like the culture festival or something, and like Yosuke signs the girls up for like a model thing, like a miss thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the girls sign the guys up for a cross-dressing competition thing.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, it's in such poor taste in general. And at the end, like they want Naoto to like the girls are in bikinis at some point, and like they want Naoto to put on a bikini when like she's very clearly not sure about her gender at this point and extremely uncomfortable with that kind of idea, and she's like being forced to parade in a bikini in front of everybody. Like, thankfully she doesn't go and no one makes her, and so it's like a little bit less awful, but just that like the characters kind of thought it was okay. Like, why is that even in the game? Why does that happen?
Yeah, they also said
It's such a creepy, disrespectful thing in general for people to do to each other, and it's kind of treated as a joke.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a, I guess it's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, situation is very funny, I guess.
Yeah, but it's really not funny. It's like they're being very shitty. Like the characters that you're supposed to like are being very shitty.
And I think I I don't know if it was in Golden or the other games make very clear that she binds her chest just to not look that way, like to look like a boy.
Yeah, I don't think they specifically say that in 4, not Golden, but you know, she does say that she specifically wants to vampires, but like, she becomes less sure about that later on. But in the beginning, she's like, yes, I want to be treated as a boy. I want to be called a boy. Like she specifically pretends to be a boy. It's not like she's kind of androgynous and people assume wrong. Like, but they do still, by the way, I'm using she because in the game they do still use she, although they do call her Naoto-kun, which is usually used for males. In that kind of situation, it would be weird to call a girl kun.
That's right.
But really, even since the 2000s, when the game originally came out, like Japan or not, like even in the West, awareness about trans people was so less widespread, and like, that it really isn't even talked in those terms. Like nobody questions, oh, I wonder if she's trans. Like the word trans is not in the game, and that's not weird for the time. Like people wouldn't even consider that kind of thing. A lot of people, you know, who aren't specifically like aware of social issues, like the common man, like really never thought about that kind of stuff, even that little while ago. I think, like, you know, if anyone like a bit younger is in chat, was like a kid in the... I mean, even I was, I guess, technically a kid when it came out. Just like late kid or something. I was like 12, I don't remember when it came out. Maybe a little bit later, but I didn't play the game as soon as it came out or anything. But anyway, there's been a bunch of difference like since we were younger.
Yeah, and I mean, this thing, like I said before, this treatment of the situation as a comedy, I guess they pushed that so far just to make the kanji bit much quote-unquote funny.
Yeah, but it's also kind of weird because like the kanji thing, like he's just gay, and okay, he has the thing where he has interests that he think like it's not just that he's gay, he also has interests like the sewing thing that he thinks somehow conflict with him being manly. But like cross-dressing doesn't really have much to do with that. Oh, I'm back at Sabrina now. So I don't know, I thought the whole, which, you know, things can have things that are bad about them, doesn't mean that the whole thing is bad. There's a thing on the internet that's like really difficult where like you can't like criticize something without people taking it as, oh, then you hate that thing, then the thing is bad and people shouldn't like engage with it. It's like, it's just terrible. But I think it's kind of interesting how a game, you know, PS2, you don't think of that like as a... You don't generally think as video games in general as something that can be from, you know, like another time, another era, culturally, right? Especially not like a 3D, fully voice-acted game. But given the subject matter of Persona 4, it really is like a game from another time. Because it deals with those kind of, you know, sexuality and identity issues that like the understanding has evolved considerably. And also the whole media thing, like there was a game before social media, there was a game before smartphones when like the symbol for like media that doesn't really reflect reality exactly but people were living inside was television.
Also
that feels so old, like nobody watches television anymore. Especially like teenagers.
And also in game, it's so common there to the family has the CRT television.
Yeah, most of the TVs are CRTs.
Yeah.
Which like mine definitely was in when that game came out. And the game does take place in the future, but
oh yeah,
to the point where it doesn't. It's weird. Like the game takes place in 2011 and nobody has a smartphone.
Oh yeah, 11. Yeah. It wasn't 12.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2011.
Yeah.
I think the ending is in 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
So what am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to go to Koga. All right. So yeah, I think it's really interesting. It would be really interesting if like Persona 6 was kind of a spiritual successor to Persona 4. And dealt again with the themes of like reality versus your projection of reality versus the fantasy that we create inside media. Just because all those things have evolved so much, the new one could be about the internet rather than about television.
Yeah. That I was thinking about that the other day, and thinking about that how much I like the setting of Persona 4. That is like a rural town, and not like
Yeah.
um, a city, because everything seems like boring and like very old-fashioned. And that
Yeah.
makes it for a interesting setting for a group of young people.
Yeah. It's not like the typical thing. They're like, yeah. But I think it would be, especially because like I haven't played Persona 5, but I feel like a game taking place in the 2010s or 2020s about teenagers in like a social sim about teenagers that doesn't have like a gameplay element, that doesn't take place in like the physical world but rather people interacting through like their phones will probably feel kind of weirdly outdated. Like like the only way you can talk to someone is like physically walking up to them. Like the only interactions that you have with people is like seeing them around, and not like they should definitely have like a fake social media that updates every day with like pictures of all the characters in the game, and let you operate it as like a real social media. Like let you follow any character in the game and just have a feed for them in the social media for every day. Like it would be kind of work intensive, but they could just sit down a bunch of people and have it done.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Times also move fast in the age of information. Yeah. Persona comedy is shady for sure. I actually heard that there is some kind of situation in P5 that people had objections with as well. But again, I haven't played that yet.
Okay, I'm back.
What's up?
I was just opening the door for my cat.
Okay. Yeah, so I feel like it could be a really interesting way to like upgrade the social sim elements of Persona to have a more digital age game where... Oops.
Yeah.
Where you have like your phone. I feel like a lot of games nowadays have like, they even do like the start menu as your phone because they want to have access to like tools and instant communication. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do next, even though I haven't even caught up with Persona 5.
I'm very curious about the color they will choose to represent that game.
Yeah, there was something about, I think it was like the symbol for like 30 years of Persona or whatever, of Shin Megami Tensei or whatever the thing is, or 20 years of Persona. I don't remember what it was. But the anniversary thing, there was kind of a rainbow pattern behind the symbol, and and there was like the colors for the Persona 3, 4, and 5, or even like the earlier ones, or something like that. Where like there was one color, the other was like, I think this is the color for the next game.
Yeah.
But I don't remember which one it was.
Also, it seems that Persona 2 and the games that are linked to that game think they're very good. I haven't played them, but I've heard like very good things about them.
Persona 2 is one of those games that I started, was liking, then stopped for whatever reason, and just never came back to.
Oh, and did you play 3?
Yeah. 3 was the first one I played.
No, I haven't played 3 yet.
It's very similar to 4. It's going to feel like a slight downgrade, probably. But like 4 is definitely like building on what 3 had. Like it's basically the same combat system. Like it reuses a bunch of stuff, like everything about like the auto-generated dungeon and like most of the enemies. Like they reuse most of the assets in Persona 4 are probably reused from Persona 3.
Oh yeah.
So they got to like just focus on the polishing it and making it really good. I heard the story is good in P2, but the gameplay is very unbalanced. That's very possible. I didn't get into it enough probably to like figure that stuff out. I really like how it looks. I really like the sprites, the whole battle layout, and the cards. I wish there were HD versions of the Persona 2 cards. Those are the best looking Persona cards.
Persona what?
Persona 2.
Oh,
the
yeah,
cards. That's my favorite design for the cards. But they're like tiny PS1 sprites, and there isn't like a high definition version out there. Yeah, P4 has the same assets as P3. Yeah, a lot of them. The same enemies, the same images and models for the personas. I think they're the only 2 Persona games that use the same deck, which is my least favorite deck.
Oh.
I really don't like the minimalistic deck as well. Like I think the 2 is the best, and then 5 is also very good.
Yeah. I really like that the direction they went with character design from 3. That is Suejima.
Yeah, I like the original Personas a lot. The Personas for 3 are my favorites. If you look at the Smash Bros. Persona stuff, I think you can kinda tell, especially with the earliest ones that I was making, that they are more inspired in Persona 3 than 4.
Yeah.
Because they're more like weird and symbolic, like the Persona 4 are more, they have like this hero team where they all kind of look like heroes, and sometimes they're more like, I don't know, they're more straightforward. The Persona 3 ones just look like modern art pieces.
Yeah, and also, as far as I'm aware, Persona 3 tells like, I mean not tell, but there's connections between the story of Orpheus.
Yeah, it's, I mean, your main guy is Orpheus, and there's like symbolism of it, and it's about death, like the game's about death.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how like one-to-one necessarily is. It's really good.
I mean, I think, yeah, there's a lot of elements. Like, yeah, your persona is Orpheus, but also you can be overtaken by Thanatos, and you also go to the Tartarus.
Yeah. So, but that's kind of just names. It's kind of like Evangelion. They name everything after something from the Bible, and it doesn't necessarily have like a whole lot of applicability.
Yeah. Same with 4. Like you got Izanagi, and there's a thing with Izanami.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's a pretty common thing to use, like, to name your fantasy things after mythology stuff that's vaguely applicable to it.
Yeah.
But,
And 5 doesn't know about much, but it's so weird to see like Arsene. That's not very like a story, I think.
Yeah, it's not mythological. It's a book from like the 1800s.
Yeah.
But they're going with the Phantom Thief thing, so that's kind of the obvious one. He's the one who created that archetype.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the other personas are called.
One of them that I saw was what was the name? It's something like Pirate Kid.
Okay.
And I'm pretty
So-
sure that's a reference, but I can't tell.
Yeah, so it's probably more, pop culture kind of thing for the main ones, at least. Another thing that I would like, but would be like a ridiculous amount of work, would be to have a Persona game where the personas are original designs rather than Shin Megami Tensei demons.
Oh yeah.
Because I like the Shin Megami Tensei demons for Shin Megami Tensei a lot, but for Persona I generally don't feel like they work as well as Personas, and like the main ones are always so much more like creative and interesting. Like your allies persona and your starter. Then you go for your persona being really cool to like now it's fairy. So it's kinda
Yeah, and also there's some inconsistent. The new personas made for that game, and the artwork from Shin Megami Tensei Monsters.
yeah, they're kinda different. Okay. So now we have to go into Safari Zone.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be like a whole lot of work as well because
Yeah. What's that NPC there? Well, doesn't matter now.
the guy standing next to the gym, no idea.
On Gen 1, you can break the game with the Safari Zone.
Oh, if you get completely out of money.
No. Like, if you get one Pokemon poisoned, and
Oh.
then made something weird with the steps.
Oh, right. I think I saw that a long time ago. Then you can like walk out of bounds and stuff.
Yeah, you go to the Glitch City.
To the what city?
Glitch.
Glitch. Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of memory glitch sprites.
Oh, I get it. Like they try to generate the city, but they're pulling the wrong data for the graphics. Yeah. So let's try to do Safari Zone in one go. Do I remember it well enough?
I love the direction they took in this game. Like, it looks like a savanna.
I mean, that's probably what they wanted in
Yeah.
the first one, and just couldn't
the first
convey
one
very well.
The first one is like a forest. So
Oh, I don't remember it as well. I always hated Safari Zone. Like, it's such a less interesting way to catch Pokemon than the rest of the game, and they like a bunch of cool Pokemon that could be like spread throughout the game are all concentrated here and really annoying to get.
yeah.
Like Scyther, Execute, Pinsir, sorry, what?
You can get Chansey here, but it's not worth it because you can't
It's-
found.
It's so ridiculously difficult. It's
Yeah,
like
but you can
1% chance and then ridiculously difficult to catch.
Yeah, but you can find Chansey as well on the Cerulean Cave.
Really?
Yes, at least in Gen 1, and Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, you can find
I
Chansey
don't know.
on.
I didn't know that. I thought Chansey was Safari Zone only.
Yeah, the thing is, on the Cerulean Cave, you can find a lot of rare Pokemon, but it never shows on the map that you can find them there.
Huh. What do you know? Yeah, that's much better. Like, it's a lot faster to finish the game and look for.
Yeah, I
Alright,
wish
Jesse,
I
over
knew
there.
that.
You can just
when I
poison
played.
it or something. Like, you can have a Pokemon that's for catching that makes it guaranteed that you're going to catch something.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can just have Arena Trap and just. I'm actually at the wrong place. This isn't the end of the thing. Oh, god damn it. I think most. I accidentally threw a ball. Oops. Alright.
If you catch this,
Oh,
oh, you did it.
yeah, it would be more annoying than anything. I don't want it. This place is actually useless. I need to. I totally got messed up. Now it's going to. I'm going to not be able to do it.
Can't you see
Oh!
your if you press? Wow.
I think
Uh,
the best strategy is to just throw balls.
I guess.
Because the other one is kind of a give and take, right? Like the bait makes it less likely to leave but less likely to catch. Rock makes it more likely to leave but more likely to catch. So you just spent a turn, so you roll the dice when it's running. And you kind of made an equivalent exchange that doesn't really make anything better or worse for you.
Exactly.
It never made any sense for me. I think maybe there's certain Pokemon where one strategy makes more sense than the other. It's probably gonna run. Not watching
Yeah.
carefully.
And that's the reason of the name. You have to take a chance with that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I got lucky with it not running twice in a row, but yeah. But
That animation for watching, it doesn't like watching at all. Like it's dancing.
yeah.
Oh man, the other day I forgot to when we were talking about Pokemon Stadium animation.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell the thing with Kangaskhan.
You throw a rock. Like it looks so friendly, and you just chuck a rock at its face. Sorry.
Yeah,
Keep
he's
going.
so happy he can't get mad. So yeah, Kangaskhan's animation for
I got
Stadium-
ridiculously lucky. Sorry for interrupting. This is so unlikely. Okay, go
Oh
on.
man, that's you're so lucky.
It just kept not going away. I found it accidentally. It just kept not going away. It waited for me to throw a ball in its face, and it got caught first time after the ball.
I can't believe this. This is- oh my god.
Sorry, Kangaskhan's animation in Pokemon
Yeah,
Stadium.
but before that, man, like a lot of evenings or I don't know, so much time trying to catch on the Game Boy. Chansey.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever caught a Chansey.
Oh,
Is it this way? No. dang it.
yeah, I say C. Mal. Yeah.
Okay, got it, finally. I'm glad. So yeah, that's. But what's up with Kangaskhan? I remember the baby moves as well, right? Like the baby
Yeah,
looks more active.
It has some weird animation that it has, like, it's so hard to read because it makes so much stuff in so little time frame, so it like forms very weirdly.
Yeah, I don't really remember it, but yeah, a lot of them are just overly elaborate. Ding dong. Alright, we're out. Let's go get strength. It's so weird in this game. I know this game was really patched together near the end, but it's so weird that you get strength and surf at the same time.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes. I don't know what I say like that.
Oh yeah, the Kangaskhan animation is so weird. I don't really remember it. I think this is the wrong house. Oh, but this guy is gonna give me like a fishing pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, good rods. Not that I want it, but I mean, whatever. It's very weird balancing. Also, it's weird that like you beat Brock, and Brock's like, now you can use Flash outside of battle, and you're like, what the fuck is Flash?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna. It's impossible to get Flash before you fight Brock. You can't progress.
Oh, maybe it's too of the game, because if you transfer a Pokemon from another file, Flash might
yeah.
break the order.
I guess, but Flash is also not necessary and only used way later. And anyway, like you don't. There's nothing with. There aren't any Dark Chaos available by the time you beat Brock, because they don't let you go to the right of Brock until to the right of like Pewter until you beat Brock. Like you are stuck to the first 3 towns.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then there's no point.
Yeah, it's so weird. I guess they wanted to, for consistency's sake, lock everything behind one like gym leader, but it works out really weirdly. So yeah, Lapras will now transport me around. Boop. Rare candy is always good. Okay. Let's go. I wonder if I can get, like, there's a bunch of bird trainers here. Can I get a bird?
You can have Doduo, I think, on the...
Yeah, here it is. And Doduo, despite having no wings, can fly, so...
Yeah, there's a comic that, like, I guess it was someone pulling one... The head starts spinning. A helicopter.
Yeah. Paralyzed, which is the only thing I can do to it without killing it. Now let's throw some balls at it. Let's throw the Master Ball. I could. I'm not catching anything else.
Oh yeah.
Gotta go. See ya. See you later.
See ya.
Got a Doduo. What's its name? It's Lane. Alright. Then there's no reason to go down from Fuxia all the way around to get to Plane. You can just go from Pallet and it's much easier. We have a full team. Only the right head knows how to fly. The other one doesn't.
Yeah.
Let's go then. You're paralyzed. That's fine. Let's fly.
I think I heard before. Oh, that minute.
You heard what?
The animals that are born with 2 heads, they have a hard time coordinating movement.
It sounds like you'd have a hard time doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Do they even live?
I mean,
I heard that you know it's possible for like calves to be born with 2 heads, but they like die instantly.
Yeah, but there's a story of a cat with 2 faces that lived like it was, I guess, 15 years.
That's impressive. Actually, like that thing, is like based on a distortion of a gene, or like a problem with a gene that's called like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Excuse me, what?
This the gene that if you have a problem in it, it causes this thing where you like get two heads. You split down the middle wrong, and you get two heads. But the
Yeah.
name of the gene is fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever. Because
Oh.
the scientist who discovered it, like it does something that like accelerates growth, and so the scientist named it Sonic the Hedgehog,
Oh my god.
which is really silly. And also it's kind of funny that it can go both ways. You can either have like two heads, or have your head kind of converge towards the middle, right? Because we kind of grow symmetrically, like most animals on Earth, like most I think every vertebrate is symmetrical in like basically symmetrical, like it grows symmetrically like from the center towards two directions. There's like starfish that are three directions or something, but most of them are
Oh,
two.
yeah.
So we kind of grow from the middle. So it can either go like two separate, where you get two heads, or like not separate enough, where you get your face kind of converges in the middle and you just have one eye, because your eyes just kind of merge together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of funny. That's also called Sonic the Hedgehog because his eyes just merge in the middle.
Oh. Oh, that makes sense, but with Sonic...
No, I don't think that's the reason. I think it's because of the thing about stuff growing faster. I think was the justification, but it's also kind of a funny coincidence. Let's go to the house.
So, it's official now. Sonic has that.
Yeah, Sonic has a condition.
Man, I can't get Sonic. I mean, I don't like it. I can't.
I'm also not like I kind of enjoyed and played the old games, like the Mega Drive games,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Sega Genesis, in case there's any Americans watching. But I never really liked the other one. Like even as a kid, Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 are some of my worst memories playing games.
Really?
I have like I remember like, now it's been a longer time, but I remember having like a shitty feeling just remembering the Knuckles sections of Sonic Adventure and Sonic
Yeah.
Adventure 2. Like those sucked so much. And as a kid, you rent a game. I didn't own them, thankfully. But like there aren't that many games, and you either own them or like you rent them from a place, and there aren't that many choices. So you play whatever you have, right?
Uh-huh.
So I just kind of forced myself to play that game, and it was terrible. Kind of hoping that it would get better, and it didn't. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Like the Sonic parts are okay, but they couldn't make the whole game Sonic parts because basically the whole appeal is that you're pressing forward and Sonic is running through really fast through like really elaborate, pretty terrains, and they couldn't, like, that's expensive. So they had to like pad the game with the other characters that were just objectively shitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they were all so like mindless and annoying. Like if it isn't completely mindless and you're just walking through the levels, then it's something annoying to do. Like Biggs the Cat was just, it seems like a joke. Like I'm not sure if the Biggs the Cat campaign isn't a prank. Like
I don't think it's that intention.
like did they seriously make that? No, this is a fun game. Let's make this like the last campaign that you play before like the Supersonic thing, which is only one stage. Like it's the worst fishing game ever.
Yes, I haven't played, but as I see, it's a nightmare. But there's some music that plays on one stage. I think it's called Emerald Coast. On that Big the Cat song.
Oh, what is it? I don't really remember,
It has like a slide guitar.
Oh, is that
And
a something like this? It's like a kind of
yeah,
lazy thing, yeah. I didn't even know there was a guitar. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Tails, like in the robot, it's also really bad. I think it just has like roaming missiles, so you're just kind of target locking and shooting mindlessly.
yeah, and the sound of the lock position.
I don't really remember that, but yeah. Like it's just really monotonous, and then like the Knuckles one's just the most obnoxious thing. Fantasy Marine is linking something which I assume is the big song.
It is.
I don't know. They
Oh
just
no,
link.
it's Kangaskhan animation.
Oh, they were.
Yeah,
They've
you were
been
saying
researching
that
ever
for
since.
so long.
Yeah. Good job.
That's some dedication there.
I gotta check that out later.
Yeah, it's so weird.
What
But
happens in the
I don't think
animation?
this
Describe
one.
it to me.
It throws a punch. In this case, a dizzy punch.
Yeah.
But the in betweens or something is they put much frames in it that it's so weird to describe what is going on
Huh.
with the deformations.
This is weird. They must have made those really fast, right? Because there are so many Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe. Well, maybe he wasn't for. No, I talked with him and he. Um, I can't believe he was searching for that.
The whole time just digging through the internet, the dark web, looking for the forbidden Kangaskhan animation.
He also set the time on.
Oh yeah, it's even like time stamped. I got the secret key, let's go. Ah, gotta open this. I should just dig. Or rather, I'll escape rope. I haven't thought to dig yet. Woo! What's that other link?
Excuse me, what?
They just posted another link.
Oh, let's see what it is. Oh, this is the theme. Yeah, yeah.
The big's the cat thing. Yeah. I don't get it. Got your back. Thanks.
Oh yeah, thanks. That's
Um,
some dedication there.
yeah. But yeah, I don't get it. It's like nostalgia, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, recently I played Sonic pretty good. Even if I'm not into Sonic and gameplay, that's a very fun game and
So,
it's very well done.
which one?
Sonic Mania.
Oh yeah. That sounds. I mean, Sega did the right thing. They got like fans
Yeah,
to make the next game because like fans know what's appealing about a game usually.
yeah, especially Sonic.
Yeah, like Sonic fans are so like dedicated and they make so much stuff. Like they really deserve a better franchise.
Yeah. Excuse me for 1 sec. I'm gonna give my cat some food.
Yeah. I don't know why there's like 5 lines of dialogue every time. There are 9 now. Poliwag evolves 3 times. And nothing evolves 3 times. Alright, well, so, why does it still activate? Why does it activate when you've already gotten it right? That's so weird. Okay, blah 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 blah, Christ. No. What's up? Alright. One more. Alright. It's like I'm in school. Tombstoney, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna save because I don't wanna have to do that again.
Okay, I'm back.
What's up?
Tony.
Yeah, I just got past the great quiz. Did you play Final Fantasy VIII? I think we were talking about it the other day, right?
Yeah.
So Final Fantasy VIII, speaking of like weird exploitable systems, like one of the main ways you make money in Final Fantasy VIII is like you get a salary from like your mercenary organization. And the way you level up, like how much you get from them, isn't like by doing missions or by progressing in the game. There's just like a menu inside the menus where you can take quizzes on the game's mechanics.
Exactly.
And then like you pass the quizzes and they tell you how many answers you got right or something. If you get it wrong, you have to redo the quiz. So you can just sit down at the very beginning of the game and like max it out, just even by trial and error, even if you don't do anything. And like you won't internalize anything because you just did them all in a row. So you just sit down and you have to like take tests over and over for like 20 minutes until you're like maxed out. Because it's the only logical thing to do. Like, why wouldn't you do that right away? You're throwing money away if you don't.
Yeah.
Great
and
mechanic, thanks Square.
You can break the game with stealing magic from and assign them or junction them as the game tells you to your stat.
So yeah, but stealing it from enemies is like the worst way to do it. Like if you do it by stealing from enemies, it takes forever. But you can get like abilities from the monsters that you fuse like to your soul. I forgot their names. But there's like transform a monster into cards, transform a card into items, transform items into like magic. And that's way more exploitable. Like you do it way faster if you use like those weird methods. And there's like Kuraga, it's like the hardest cure thing. You need to get like a really difficult enemy late in the game to draw Kuraga from it. Or you can buy tents for like no money and use the ability that extracts magic from items to extract like 10 Kuragas from one tent.
Yeah. Did you play this game?
Yeah, I played it like as a teenager, and like at the time I kind of enjoyed like that kind of stuff, like finding exploits and methods to do stuff. So I basically enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII on those terms, like how exploitable it was.
Yeah.
Two Fire Blast would have killed me, but thankfully we made it.
It's a very flawed game, but I still enjoy it. I still like. I have very fond memories.
You have to assume that it's kind of exploitable on purpose. Like they didn't set up those systems and didn't think. I think they thought that it was fun. Like the way I enjoyed it was probably like intentional. They kind of wanted to reward people to like think what abilities they could kind of create a pipeline where you transform like cheap stuff into a ton of magic. I think they did that on purpose. So
yeah, or maybe they had to come with a very quick system because they were releasing games like if they had a rocket on their asses. So,
I mean, it is pretty fast. Like between Final Fantasy 7 and 8 was 2 years. It's pretty fast for games of that scale.
yeah, especially for the PS1, that there's some limitations, so you have to create these cutscenes that requires so much money to make.
Yeah, like the Final Fantasy 8 cutscenes are like very impressive for the time, and it's crazy how much better than the ones from 7 they are.
Uh-huh. I still think
It's such a
so
huge
genius.
jump.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. This one that and it's still so memorable to me. This one that is Squall fighting against Cypher at the beginning of the game,
Yeah, yeah.
and the gunblade like is spinning in the air and lands on the
Yeah.
on the ground, and that composition, it always stuck with me.
Yeah, the cutscenes are really good. I'm not a
Oh,
huge fan of the story, but
Yeah, it's a very forced loves.
yeah, you never see what they see in each other. They don't have that much in common at all, or complement each other very much either. I think the
Yeah.
idea would be that they like complement each other in some way because they're really different, but they really don't. They just kind of talk past each other.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also, I always thought that Rinoa's design doesn't match at all her personality.
Really?
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
No, I can't see it really, because at some point it's also very childish.
Well, like she is very childish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's what does match the design, you say? Because I think the design, I don't know.
Oh man, I don't see it. Really, personally, I can't. I with her design, something. Yeah, it's pretty juvenile, but like even like innocent, but at the same time serious.
Mm. Yeah.
So I can't see like her design matching her personality or actions.
Never thought about that, but I don't know. Maybe I don't remember it that well, but I don't necessarily see it like either like fitting or not fitting. Just find it kind of neutral, I guess. But yeah, and the story is so ridiculously complicated. Like they start like involving like false memories and time compression and a bunch of
Time
crazy.
compression was a mistake.
I think time compression exists so the final game world lets you go everywhere because it's like that weird time compressed world. Although it doesn't actually, it closes a bunch of places.
Yeah. Yeah, with this magic barrier.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the point was. I also don't know what the sorceresses wanted. Like, what's her objective?
Like the sorceress or
Sorceress like the bad. Oh, sorry. There's the sorceress, and then there's like Unilaska, the final one.
no. I mean, every like sorceress, because there are multiple sorcerers at the game, and like
Right.
Adele is a sorceress. Rinoa, I think it was a sorceress as well.
Yeah, but
And-
isn't she like? There's like the first sorceress or something that possesses her.
Yeah. And
Yes.
the last one, like, is
I don't remember what her deal is, but she was like the biggest sorceress or something. Or the most. I don't know, she possesses Reno at some point. In
mean, it's-
space, because you were in space.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking remember why you were in space. That starts on.
Yeah, it has
It's,
some.
it's so stream of consciousness. I actually kind of like that aspect of it, how dreamlike it is. The whole thing just feels like a dream where you're going from thing to thing to thing, and there's no, actually, all of us grew up together, remember? And she's like, oh yeah, I guess I do remember, so we did all grow up together.
That's the most stupid thing about that game.
But that's the kind of thing that happens in dreams, right? Like sometimes
but the
something happens
explanation-
and you're like, oh yeah, that was what happened. Like that was the thing from the beginning, right? And it absolutely wasn't. But
Yeah, but the explanation is so half-assed. It's like we don't remember because the GF that we have makes us forget our past.
yeah,
But this character, Irwin, doesn't have that problem because he doesn't use GF, but he does use GF. So I don't know.
I guess he started using when you recruited him, so he hasn't taken effect yet. I don't know. It's really
Probably.
weird. But yeah,
Yeah.
the whole thing like works on dream logic. It's really weird.
Yeah, and yeah, the character that you said earlier, Juna, Final Fantasy X.
So yeah, you fell for a bit. The characters, something Final Fantasy X.
Yeah,
Sorry, but what was it about Final Fantasy X?
the character that you said earlier, Junaleska.
Oh, I mixed the names. What's the name of the final sorceress that's like the boss of Final Fantasy VIII?
Utmeshia.
With Mesh, yeah, so basically the same thing.
Yeah, well, actually, that name is also wrong because I mean not wrong, but it's not very well localized because it's Artemisa.
Okay.
So yeah, did you play just Final Fantasy VIII or did you play other ones?
I played some of 7, but I didn't finish it because I didn't think it was very good.
Oh,
I played it after, and I was less tolerant at that point to like filler, like grinding or really long scenes where you're talking to NPCs waiting for the story to let you progress.
yeah. For me personally, that game gets better every single time that you play, because the first time is very weird. It's very like it aged very bad
I guess.
some aspect. But then, if you play more times, at least for me, I can see so much stuff, like development-wise and also story-wise.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's very-
just I think that's just more your style of game than mine. Like you like grinding, which I don't really. It really annoys
Yeah.
me in games, and I'm not really into like JRPGs, like generic JRPG type story. Like there's a stereotype. Not all JRPGs have that kind of story, but the style of story that like is more common on JRPGs. It's not really
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah. What are you like favorite games genre?
So yeah, I'm usually more into like gameplay-centered games than like story-heavy ones, unless the story is like really, really good. But unfortunately, that's kind of an exception in games. So I'm more of an action games person. I do really like Metroidvanias are like kind of comfort food. Like even ones that I don't think are that good, I usually really enjoy playing. I find them really relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I like straightforward action games, like even yeah. I'm thinking like I made a list a while back with like what are your favorite games, and I thought I listed mostly like older ones because those are the ones that I know like. At this point, I'm not gonna change my mind on them because it's been a while. It's not just because I played them recently that I like them. And it included like Castlevania Dracula X, Resident Evil 4, Super Metroid, of course.
Oh, I see.
I really like Melee. I played it a lot with my friends. ever since I was a kid, and then like Project AM later, which is basically like an expansion of Melee. So yeah, more of a gameplay person, really.
Yeah, but I mean, the games that you said are awesome. I'm very fond of them.
Mm,
And yeah, I think I'm not sure if we are on the same generation. I think I'm a little bit younger than you, but uh, you are on the SNES.
Yeah, I was
Right.
very little when I had an SNES. Like I was 4 when my brother got an SNES. Like when I got an N64, I was like it wasn't at release, and even then, like I was 6 years old.
Ah, I see.
So you know, I'm more N64 generation, but I played SNES a lot after that because I really liked that generation of games.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kept on playing them. But I actually was very young in the SNES generation.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Well, I was born, and my family already had an N64. I also grow with the N64
Yeah.
and Ocarina of Time, Clive Fighter.
Yeah. The classics of the N64, Ocarina of Time, Play Fighter, you know, on that order.
Yeah,
Um,
Superman.
so yeah, I actually rented Superman 64 as
No
a kid
way.
because there was like there was a rental place like next to my house and not that many games in it. So like whatever was there, we basically owned those games, right? So I tried more than once to play Superman 64 because I really liked Superman the animated series. But it was just terrible. The thing is, when you're a kid, you kind of blame yourself. Like when you're playing a game and you're not getting it and it seems really bad, like you don't assume, oh, this game sucks. You think, oh, I must be doing something wrong, I must be not getting it.
Yeah.
So I tried a bunch of times until I concluded that nah, this game sucks.
Yeah. I went to rent games with my brother a couple of times, and there was this single time that I wanted to say, or pick rather, Castlevania or the 64.
Oh no.
But my brother says, no, we're picking Digicon Racing. And
that's-
we really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, you
But
can
it
race is
seems-
really good.
But it seems that apparently that game isn't really that good. At
Really?
least gameplay wise.
I only played it really as a kid, but I remember enjoying it. It was very similar to Mario on Mario Kart, but it was kind of more elaborate than Mario Kart in a lot of ways. Like you could fly, the stages. Like Rare was really good about like using the hardware very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like their games always like looked really good.
Yeah.
Oh, it went fast with Toxic. This could be a problem.
Yeah, I love Digicon Racing, even if I'm still very fond to that game.
Yeah, I remember
I didn't
having a lot
like
of fun with
the
it. It had so many different like versus modes and stuff. There's the stuff where you were stealing the egg, or the, you know, like battles and like a bunch of different modes.
Yeah, it had boss battles.
So for like a kid, when you don't have that many games and stuff, that's really cool to have a game that has like a bunch of content.
Yeah. So, when growing up with the N64, at least my family didn't have like much money to afford games, and also rent games. So usually we get to play games because one of my brothers, get games from his friends. Like they lent them
Right.
to him, and that's how I played Ocarina of Time, Mario 64,
Oh,
Ban-
yeah.
Kazooie.
I didn't have Banjo-Kazooie, but I had a cousin that also had an N64, so we would lend each other games. So I did play.
Oh,
But yeah, I had how many games did I have like as along the N64? Like it was enough to basically fill one shoebox. Like it was one shoebox full of cartridges. Like by the end of the N64, so it was a fair amount. Like we weren't like
Yeah.
buying games left and right, but it was also like the thing that me and my brother always wanted for like every occasion and everything. Like we always wanted games, so
oh,
it was basically all the investment was in getting games. But yeah,
Yeah.
like, so I had Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, I had Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, like a bunch of the classics I did have.
those are very good games. I haven't played GoldenEye, but I know that it's very good.
I actually don't think GoldenEye really aged well at all.
Really?
I don't like it. I think it's ancient. Like just shooters they were kind of brain dead. Like at that time, like there wasn't a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of tactics or gameplay to it. It was kind of like it was what we had, so we had fun with it. But nowadays, I wouldn't be like, oh, you gotta play GoldenEye. Like I feel like it's objectively worse than
Oh,
modern
I see.
shooters. I know there are some people who really like it, and like the speedrun scene is like really elaborate, so that might be fun. But like Perfect Dark's a lot more fun. Like multiplayer, Perfect Dark's a lot more fun because you could add a bunch of computer players. So it became a little bit more interesting because you're like also hunting computers to like get your score up. But like GoldenEye, even with 4 players, is kind of just empty.
Yeah.
Like I made X so good, it's very difficult to beat it.
Yeah, it's very resistant.
And like toxic does more damage each turn, so if you can like stay alive, which it can because like it lowers your accuracy and then has a crap ton of HP, I'm going to have to set up. Okay, at this point I'm just going to use aerial ace and kind of hope for a crit, I think, because the other ones just aren't going to hit. And thankfully, like
Yeah.
flying isn't resistant to flying, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. But this is bad.
I still have my N64 here with me.
I have mine in a box, but yeah.
I have some games that aren't mine, but I have them for so long that they are practically mine.
Yeah.
Originally from my cousins. So it's Smash, Kirby Crystal Shards, Rayman 2, and Pokemon Stadium 2.
Oh yeah, I also had Pokemon Stadium too. That was also good because like in Gen 2, just grinding is really annoying and stuff like that. So Pokemon Stadium 2 was really useful because you could play at 4 times speed.
Oh, that's something that I can't have it because I don't have the transfer pack.
But yeah, that game, like it came
I'm
with the
so
transfer
sad.
pack.
Yeah.
It was like it expects you to have it.
No, I don't. I got it without the transfer pack, but also I can't buy it now because it's so cheap.
Is it? I would think that this time it might be expensive just because, you know, most people like lost it or something and it could be like rare.
I mean, it might be a repro, but on Mercado Libre I can't find it. Like
Right.
$6.
Yeah, I was kind of curious about like playing those really hard tournaments as an adult and seeing if I can make it, but
Don't do it with rental Pokemons. You won't.
Oh
Make
no
it-
no 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 no! That's ridiculous. It was already difficult with Pokemon that you like created for that purpose.
Yeah.
I'm basically just dragon dancing like crazy. Wait a second. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, it's fine. I'm pretty sure Aerial Ace is physical, right?
Yeah.
Like
Because
flying.
flying-
Flying's physical, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So basically, I just let Pidgeot almost kill me, hoping that I can make short work of.
I don't- It's still a risky move.
Should I crunch once before? We're gonna crunch it once before I can minimize. Ah, toxic right away, dang it. Why don't you minimize? Okay, let's see which one does more. Maybe even for the like next battle, just with a bunch of dragon dances. Okay, Aerial Ace already does more damage. Should have done it from the start. Good, but it's pointless. There are so many Pokemon that I'm going to die from Toxic, like even if it never hurts me.
Yeah.
But I want to kill it just for the satisfaction of it. Also, I can just not reset for to keep the XPs if I kill it. If it's just Pidgeotto,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to. Oh no, I already died. So yeah, just Pidgeotto is not worth it. But I think I'll just hope for like sand attacks and like Dragon Dance 6 times and then just Aerial Ace the whole rest of the battle, because I think everything else should just die to Aerial Ace. Okay. Dragon Dance. Attack and speed. Speed is kinda meh, but alright. Okay. Wing attack is good. I'm counting 6 Dragon Dances. Wing attack, alright. Come on, you can sand attack, it's cool. I don't mind. Does it even still have sand attack? Maybe this battle is when it stops having it.
Yeah. Did you play Conquer Bad for Day?
Oh yeah. That also, like, the multiplayer for that is also so good. There are so many different modes and they're so silly. They're
Yeah.
like really fun multiplayer experience. I feel like the N64 was kind of a golden age of multiplayer, of like local multiplayer.
Oh yeah. I think that game is genius. It's super fun and all, and very fun. But that game makes me sick.
Oh yeah, you talked about the way goop, I think, is drawn. Was that it, like the blood and the stuff?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I can handle poop humor and these nasty graphics and all.
Oh
But
really?
It's like,
There's a lot of poop in that. There's a whole boss made of poop.
yeah, and that's awesome. So, I mean, I can handle that very well, and I think it's fun. But the way that the game is drawn, or like, I don't know, it's the graphics.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel so sick. Like I don't know. It's the same with violence in Climation. I can't stand it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see like kind of the similarities. The game, like, which is kind of unusual and impressive for the time, like the liquids and stuff in Conquer are all polygons. They like just distort a lot and like stretch and distort with like a texture over it. When usually at the time people just used like floating textures to the like blood and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's probably that it's kind of similar to Climation because it's like this solid thing being kind of stretched around to look liquid.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's the kind of the similarity.
Yeah, and also there was this MTV show called Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. I remember downloading Celebrity Deathmatch like on Kazaa. Like my brother would download Celebrity Deathmatch episodes
Oh,
in the
I mean,
in the olden days, where you'd spend like several days downloading one music video.
yeah, yeah. That show also makes me sick. For some reason, I can't explain why.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's weird.
I tried to come with a like for that, but I can't.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the Conquer because, okay, like Mortal Kombat 4, it does nothing to me. I can't watch that without cringe, and
Yeah.
it's okay. Other violence in movies and stuff I can handle perfectly, but on that game on Claymation I can't. um, that's why also when I see Claymation I also cringe.
Yeah, he just doesn't remember it like it's
I was what?
association.
Yeah, the other day the other day I was like babysitting my niece. It's a toddler,
Yeah.
and we were watching like kid shows. It was this thing like Sean Sheep. It's something with Wallace
Yeah,
and
yeah, Wallace and Gromit, right? I think it was in your stream that I like saw you talking about this.
oh yeah, yeah. The thing is, I was watching that with her, and I think she was P or I can't say for sure, but I was so nervous for some reason.
Yeah.
Like if something would come out like violence.
Yeah, but nah, pretty sure those are kid friendly. Never really watched it, but I know it exists. Man, I'm getting bad luck with encounters here.
Oh, have you read? Oh no, I think it's pretty recent. The description from a primate
Mm.
that he's always angry. So I think if he becomes too angry, it dies because must be like problem.
Like high blood pressure.
Yeah, but when he dies, it says on the Pokédex from Sun and Moon, I think it was, that it's the only instance that he has a smile on his face. Or like,
Yikes.
think.
He's happy it died. Okay. It seems like they just decided that that's a thing now. That make Pokédex entries like super creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Where's repel? Here we go. Oh, I should have gotten more of them. Oh well.
Oh, you just have 3.
Yeah, not good, not good. Probably gonna have to run from some encounters near the end, but not going back now. There's no going back now, because it would be kind of annoying.
Oh, also that reminds me. Do you like Metal Gear?
Oh yeah, I played it like the PlayStation 1, and like for a really long time, like I didn't have a Play 2, I had like friends who had it, so it took me a while to play 2, and I actually never finished 3. So for a long time, like I only played the original and Twin Snakes, which is just a remake of the original.
Yeah. I'm not really into Twin Snakes because it goes so much, so far.
What do you mean?
The original game was alright, but you have Snake walking on a missile.
Oh yeah, like the cutscenes are silly. Yeah, yeah.
then doing backflips and stuff.
But that's really it catching up to Metal Gear Solid 2, because 2 does that stuff too. Like there was like Metal Gear Solid 1 in the style of Metal Gear Solid 2. It has the gameplay, the graphics, and the stupid cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 2.
That's the thing. But the first one is, for me at least, is perfect. I mean, obviously for a PS1 game, but Twin Snakes goes so far, and also change some music. So
I don't know. Metal Gear is kind of humorous, like, so I'm okay with that. Like it's absurd. Like the dude's like, oh, I have psychic powers now, so I can tell what's on your memory card. You've been playing Castlevania, haven't you? It's like, I don't know. It's silly, so I'm fine with the dumb action scenes. And I kind of prefer like going back to like enemies disappearing when you kill them. I just kind of prefer, you know, the Metal Gear Solid 2 gameplay. I'm also a defender of Metal Gear Solid 2. I think it's really good.
Yeah, me too. But also it's very comfortable to shoot on Twin Snakes because you have to go in first-person mode on that game. So it's handy.
Yeah, it's super easy to shoot exactly where you want.
But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 2 is awesome.
It's really good. It's so crazy. Like the story is so insane, and like crazy Alex Jones conspiracy theory nonsense. Like I like stuff that becomes like completely abstract and crazy, and near the end, and that's neat.
Yeah.
People were like offended that they had to be Raiden now because Snake was like generic co-guy and Raiden's like a gamer basically. And they were like, this guy is dumb, he's gay, I wanna be Snake.
The first dialogue is like, did you say nerds?
I don't remember that.
The Coronel is talking about something about nodes, like N-O-D-A-S. So then Raiden says, did you say nerds?
Yeah, oh look, a bay leaf, which is not a Metroid. Good job, me. Let's set it on fire.
Excuse me, what?
Which isn't a Metroid. Good job, me. Because today I went through and changed all the starters.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Fire Blast. I'm gonna learn. Should I learn Fire Blast over Flamethrower? Is it even worth it?
That's less PP and also.
Yeah, we're going to the Elite Four next. I want my PP.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like 85% accuracy. It's not good. Like only 5 PP, and you can just throw them away. Nah. Isn't the cool sprite so silly in this game?
Yeah.
Yay, give me a hug!
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4 or 5.
Oh, I didn't play 4 because, like Persona, it's locked behind having a PlayStation 3. And I played some of 5, but then just dropped it. I don't know, it's kind of well made, but I found... Oh, crit, probably? Or no, just really strong, yikes.
Wow, that really was strong.
Yeah, like they were super easy up to that point, and then like bam. And then I had to start like saving. Forgot to use a repel. So yeah, woof, that was something. Metal Gear Solid 2 is better than 3. I didn't get far enough into 3 to like make a choice, but I feel like I might agree.
No.
I feel like 3 was more digestible to like Western gamer dudes. because you were a badass guy again, and it was less like crazy and satirical and abstract.
Yeah.
Not that that means it isn't, good. Like, not an offense against the game, but it's an aesthetic that like the typical Western gamer would probably like find more appealing.
Yeah, that game, you're literally like Rambo, because, well, a sneaky Rambo, that is.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, it gets kind of more interesting. Like the bosses are still really creative and cool characters. And there's still like crazy stuff like you've created a time paradox. There's still like Metal Gear craziness, but less so than 2. Like 2 cranked it out to the max.
Oh,
And I really like the game. I don't want to play it. Now that we talked about it, I want to play Metal Gear Solid 2. They should HD release everything. It's so easy
Yeah.
nowadays. Like
Yeah.
you can basically just make an emulator that runs any game from that era in high definition and just mod higher definition textures onto everything and like better lighting effects. Like it's so simple nowadays to do that.
yes. As far it's hard with games like for the N64, but after that is easier, because the thing with games for the N64, oh yeah, I think GameCube and PS2 as well, is that they are very, very strict with the alarms for the events in game. So sometimes like increasing the FPS to 60 change those alarms.
And you couldn't like just double all the alarm values?
I think that's the case. For example, if you play Resident Evil 4 for the PC and put 60 FPS, the quick time events are hell. You have to be super quick.
Yeah, but there must be tools to do that because you have PAL and NTSC games, and when the games were developed, they had to have like a tool that simply takes all alarms and adjusts them by a fraction, because otherwise the games wouldn't work on PAL. Like all the alarms would be more lenient all of a sudden.
I guess that could be the case. Now that you can make a lot of assistance tools to change that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because it just seems like such an easy way to make content, especially because even PS2 games, like something like Metal Gear Solid 2, where you're generally like kind of far away from the models, you really can just put it in HD, add some lighting effects and stuff like anti-aliasing, and it's going to look fine.
Yeah.
Like it really isn't that much difference.
Yeah, I just remembered that I really love the setting of Metal Gear Solid 2. It's this platform in the middle of the sea.
Yeah. My favorite scene in that game gotta be when you see Vamp. Like you're in the middle of this really tense scene where you have to cross. I think Snake or someone is crossing between these two platforms, and you have a sniper rifle and you're taking out people who are trying to take them out. So it's like the middle of a tense action scene.
Yeah.
And then everything just stops and you look to the side, and Vamp, who's this dude who's apparently a vampire and early in the game had gotten shot in the head and apparently died, but then you look to the side and the dude's just running on water.
Yeah.
And he's just running straight on water, and he's running towards a platform that's just like this flat wall that goes up to like the sky, like 200 meters at least. And like he's running towards this flat wall, and he's like, what's this dude doing? Okay, he can run on water, but what is he doing now? So he just runs up to the wall, and he like hits the wall and immediately turns 90 degrees and starts running up the wall.
It's so random.
All the way up to the platform. It's like the goofiest thing I've ever seen in a video game. It's so out of nowhere. It's so dissonant with the scene that was happening. That's why Metal Gear Solid 2 is awesome.
Yeah, you can also be Pete. I mean, yeah, someone's peeing, and you slide under the the person that is peeing, so you receive all that. And also, this game has this camera thing that if you look, it will affect your vision. So you can receive like seagull poop.
Okay.
And you can also sleep with seagull poop as well.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the sleeping. But yeah, there was so much attention to detail to that game. I remember, like, for the time, it was really impressive that, like, early on, there's like a room where there's like a bunch of magazines on some shelves and stuff, and then you shouldn't need to kind of fall to the ground and like flop and open, which for like 2002 was really impressive and like really detailed.
I didn't know about that.
I think it's in like the prologue when you're still Snake.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Metal Gear Solid is very good.
Yeah, I also in a section when you are like Orakan sister is crossing some platforms, you can have like a mic attached to your weapon, so you can hear some conversations.
Oh, I don't remember that.
There's a guy that is almost shitting himself.
Oh, that guy's is like a recurring thing, right? Because he was also like the Cell guy from the first one. He was constantly about to shit himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some piss. Oh no, the repel wore out. Nobody got time for that. I really should have bought stuff, like I didn't buy healing items either.
In this game, until Gen 5, you could do pretty well with just hyper potions.
Yeah, I mean in this game you can just buy a crap ton of lemonade for no money.
But how much does it heal?
Like a lot, I think it's about as much as a hyper potion.
Ah, I see.
It's just completely like unbalanced. Like the stuff from the vending machine is like as good but way cheaper. I think it might be like the herbal or whatever, the natural remedies in Gen 3 where they're cheaper but they take away like friendship. Although friendship wasn't a thing in Gen 1, so I think in Gen 1 it was just better, but in this one I don't know if it's like taking away friendship or something.
Oh yeah. Also, for some reason on Gen 2, your Pokemon get more friendship if you go to the... What's the name? It's like the place when they cut your hair.
Oh, like barber shop? I don't know if they call it that.
Yeah, but for pets.
Hairdresser, I think it's hairdresser for pets as well.
So, and in Gen on Golden Rock City.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's the thing. It's probably you can only do it once per real life day or something.
Yes.
I bet yeah, it's all these mechanics that they created to like keep you coming back to the game.
Yeah, exactly. But city is, I think, is good. Is very well designed because there's so much event happening there along the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's a gym leader there. Then there's the whole radio station stuff with the gym rocket. There's also the train there.
hmm There's like a some kind of flower shop thing, isn't there? Where you get the watering bottle, but I think they also do other stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. There's also the bike shop. So yeah, it feels like a capital.
Yep. Yeah, they put a lot of like work into Gen 2. I just saw a thing today, it was like in my recommended videos for whatever reason. Where it was a guy doing, oh, I saw the Gen 4 remakes and I also thought like it looked terrible, Game Freak's not really doing a good job, they're not, putting as much work into Pokemon anymore. But now they release new stuff where it's like more finished and it looks so much better, and they show like footage, and like basically the lighting is a little bit different, but it's like the same models, and there's like a house that's made of like really big planks of wood, but it's really clearly just a texture of wood, even though it's really big. Like there is no like volume to it. It looks like a PSP game, and now it just looks like a PSP game with like a Minecraft elaborate lighting mod over it.
Yeah, I think they just like use another like settings on the post processing
Yeah,
of the game. So
like it's still really like lame models. They look really generic. There's still like no detail to anything. Everything just looks like in this game it kind of works decently okay, that everything just looks very removed. Like the house is just like plopped on top of grass. Yeah, and like the elements don't seem very organic. They just seem like pieces, like completely separate pieces put on each other. But in a Switch game, you could have like elaborate environments, not just a house standing in the middle of grass with nothing around it. Like the towns could look like towns. Even you look at the towns in X and Y, like a really long time ago, like they look like towns in cities. Just because it's a remake doesn't mean you should have like the towns still look like little houses just placed on top of flat grass.
exactly, I think they did a very good job with Omega Ruby Sapphire, because they changed some stuff in that regard. But on this one, they just like everything that was like flat, they extrude that, and now it's a remake.
Yeah. And like it looks really bad. They're like, oh, now your Pokemon follows you again. But it's like the battle model for the Pokemon with like realistic proportions, like the real proportions, following a chibi trainer.
Uh-huh.
So it looks completely off. Like you have a huge head, but the Pokemon has like the normal proportions. Like it doesn't match the art style of the overworld. They didn't make like chibi versions. They didn't even like distort the existing models to like give them like a big head and hands and feet or something. To kind of look like a chibi, like shorter limbs or something. No, it's the exact same Pokemon.
Yeah, and also I think I can't remember if it was just from Legend Arceus or this one as well, that they will remove the mini sprites of the Pokemons and just going to use like a pre-rendered image.
Mm-hmm. Legend of Arceus I haven't seen much, but isn't it like a completely different kind of game? Isn't it like an overworld kind of thing? I don't know how it works.
I don't know. I'm very oblivious.
Yeah, I kinda don't care.
I'll buy it, but I'm not really. Well, maybe there's some little excitement, but it's not the same levels of excitement when uh, I mean, Hard Gold on Silver came out, or Black and White.
Black and White was actually the first Pokemon game I played after Fire Red. And I didn't even play Ruby and Sapphire at the time. Like I played Gen 1, Gen 2, Fire Red, and then Black and White. Like I skipped a bunch. And then I came back to play the other ones.
Yeah.
I have nothing to spend my money in.
No, I didn't. Also, yeah, until the 3DS, everything I used like emulators.
Yeah, but like I didn't even play it on emulator. I just kind of skipped it for a really long time. So I came back with Black and White, and I didn't really like it very much. I really like. I mentioned this earlier, I think, but I think it's the worst looking generation when it comes to Pokemon. Like the worst designs are in Black and White.
Mm-hmm.
And that game did a thing that I kind of respect, where like the whole main game is only new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which I would generally be in favor of if it wasn't, you know, the worst looking ones.
Yeah. We also talked about not liking much of the designs, but we liked Gardevoir. No.
God of War is Gen 4. No, Gen 3.
No, I mean Garbodor. The
yes, Garbodor. Yeah, or Garbodor. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, I do like that one.
I'm probably butchering the name, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Pokemon names sometimes there's like conflicting pronunciations. I know there's like Arcanine. Some people say Arcanine, I think, and some people like instead of Arcanine. Yeah, like Pokemon Stadium says Arcanine, but I think the anime says Arcanine. To me, like it's like Arcane and K9, so Arcanine makes more sense to me, but
yeah, and that's also a reason why I couldn't draw the like from Spain, like the job from Spain, because, for example, the Latin America version is Growlite. That's how they pronounce it, even in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
The Spain version, they called it Growlite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like in Portuguese, they just try to pronounce everything in English, like as close as it's like natural to say, mm-hmm. without like putting on an accent. So I think the Elite Four is going to be kind of difficult.
Oh yeah, because you're a dragon type.
No, not. I'm flying dark. Like I'm still weak to ice, but I'm flying dark.
What? Why I can't? Oh, the Metroid was dragon.
Yeah. I'm gonna die just from hail. I actually think this battle is winnable if I had started with Crunch. But actually, I might just quick it out if I can just one-shot stuff. Like if Crunch one-shots Cloyster. Other Lapras. Oh, Hail stopped, good. I don't think Lapras is gonna be one-shot by Crunch either. Yeah, no, not even close. Okay, yeah, that's a death. But let's try this one more time, though Lapras will be a problem. Can I learn anything good against... No, I have nothing that's good against Lapras. What else is good against Ice other than Fire? Steel. I could re-teach myself a Steel move.
Do you have Steel Wing?
I don't know what I have on TMs, but I could like get it for the next stream later. I have Steel Wing here. What could I learn Steel Wing over? I mean, I would like to still have a setup thing, but actually Dragon Dance isn't that good, because I'm going to outspeed everything, and half of my attacks aren't like physical. Like 2 out of my 3 attacks before I learned Steel Wing were special. So Dragon Dance wasn't that great. So I guess Steel Wing will probably let us just kind of breeze through.
Hopefully. I wouldn't be so sure with Lapras because it's so buff.
Yeah, maybe that was a crit. Wait, is it not? Oh no, water does resist steel.
Oh. So the
yeah.
other option would be a fighting move.
Full restore, flinch, come on. I'm actually not even sure Crunch can make you flinch. That's bad. Yeah.
I guess it can lower your defense.
Probably.
So that's
yeah. This might be a problem. If you don't make it this time, I'm going to end the stream here.
Yeah, that's the best.
Then maybe I can do some preparations, because I kind of feel like Lorelei will again be the hardest point. But I'm just gonna crunch and like hope for like good RNG. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, I was hoping for a surf. Oh, and a full restore. I hate that items, like items weren't broken enough. They also have like priority and go first.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Well, I think.
Yeah, that's requiring too much luck.
I mean, it's the only way, I think, because since you can use items as well, they have to make it the same for your enemy.
Yeah, but it could not be priority for anybody.
Oh yeah.
But actually in Gen 1 it isn't. In Gen 1 the enemy uses items later. But then they evened it out.
Oh.
But yeah, Gen 1 is just a mess. Like there are no rules.
Yeah.
But the enemies in you play by completely different rules. So I'm gonna just sit here then. And this is going to be the end of the stream. Maybe, you know, before next time I'll just gather some stuff. Then we can also, you know, use rare candies to just kind of push our way through Lorelei,
Wait.
whatever it's called.
What was the point that you started the stream? You were on.
I was on. I think. Wait. I had just beat Erika.
Wow.
Yeah, we made a lot of progress. Like it was 5 streams for Metroid. It's going to be like 2.5 streams for Ridley. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah. Oh
good.
my god.
It's going to be a whole lot faster. Because I had made Metroid really difficult early on. I actually changed now X is really difficult early on. So Metroid would still be faster. Also I messed up. I forgot Erika last time. So.
Okay. Hey man, thanks for having me on stream.
Always nice to have someone to talk to. That was fun. So yeah, see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.